Bring it on, bring it on.
Ask Media Training Institute, a radio and television practical school. Identity Emma wana opese waye adwuma radio and television eso wana opese osua camera works, wana opese osua video editing. Enunti se wawie journalism school, anase college of education, polytechnic no wawie, anase university, embo senior high school no wawie, na ayiwani swade hunu se opese waye adwuma radio so anase TV so. Ask Media Training Institute ana mekanfo edi amawo o hostel edi ma ema ene mema. Enunti fa form ne ewo Royal TV officer ewo Kumase ahoju enhyaye so anase Royal TV officer ewo Enkran Achibota ene ABC ene di enhwani mu omo oga Rural Bank na esro hwa ahomatofo so a obetumi afrɛ 0540102366. Ask Media Training Institute osi bisa near the bema.
Can't you see?
Medofo samre miri yu mpaye se woni abeye biara mu no ensi uye na ensi wo kraye. Se mekasa na yakwa abasronko ana merema ereba Abrabopa dwumedi ewo Ask TV so. Nene dwumedi yebekasa afa adekitua bia ye nhye dan fa yeni enko so ye. Nso edi yenya ewo yen dada asitnem. Egu ebinum aware asai ebusuantem impo atetew nnamfofo intem. Mede aseda ema Ask Media Training Institute and a Rich City Estate and Properties, AA Driving School and a A&A Travel and Tour. Eye dwumekui adaroma and a bribia Maame Adwoa Kyerewaa minya kwan bora wefim. Ene ye ne Pastor Andrew Selasi achichogbi a oye osofupehin a order International Central Gospel Church a ewo denu no ano ena ereba betwetwen nkomo ye twa ye husima yaje aboafo nkrato na ye ba ye de
Bring it on, bring it on.
Ask Media Training Institute, a radio and television practical school. Identity Emma wana opese waye adwuma radio and television eso wana opese osua camera works, wana opese osua video editing. Enunti se wawie journalism school, anase college of education, polytechnic no wawie, anase university, embo senior high school no wawie, na ayiwani swade hunu se opese waye adwuma radio so anase TV so. Ask Media Training Institute ana mekanfo edi amawo o hostel edi ma ema ene mema. Enunti fa form ne ewo Royal TV officer ewo Kumase ahoju enhyaye so anase Royal TV officer ewo Enkran Achibota ene ABC ene di enhwani mu omo oga Rural Bank na esro hwa ahomatofo so a obetumi afrɛ 0540102366. Ask Media Training Institute osi bisa near the bema.
medase se course jebre a orehwe me ansa na yakwa akwaje nkrato no medi kanka Kyerewaa ene ye ne Pastor Andrew Selasi ene eba betwetwen komo ene ye bekasa ede afa bone fache ho se ye ka bone fache a den ne bone fache so bone fache won sunsuan so we yen dada Abraboma mi jedi se ansa na ene dwumedi ne bekọ awiye ne na wanya asem yi anu yi yeren se won bre ne yentwin ben papa sofo na ye ne ndi nkomo papa ye mo wakwa aba obi kase Boniface kra den ene Boniface
well basically it's Tuffour ye kase Boniface a brofumu ye kind forgiveness meshe nia ema ABC ansa na ebia wakase ode obi boni bechen normally when people make unpleasant comments what nibana kabibi just say how umpe se no sifade kasaye ana se bia odofu bia odono wa chitiu ana se wa jaho ya ko etima udia you know ebiso ne se ebia na obi akasem bon bi ade atoso enye no kware sanyama wenu no ayade ye it's very painful and you know ebanisana I was say utimi bomodin na odiche tie kase forgiveness is about some hurts that you have gotten from people for a number of time, you know, and you feel so angry and you're so bitter about a particular thing somebody has done. And so when we say you should forgive, it is a point of letting go of what the person has done. When you look into the Bible, I realize that love is a command. Forgiveness is also a command. And when we say something is a command, you have no choice. It's not an option. I was say, nipa boni a channel, and also yonko ni boni a channel. But it's not a must, or it's not a command to trust. There's nowhere in the Bible that says that you should trust people. Trust is optional, and trust must be earned. You have to work to deserve to be trusted. And Tineka's forgiveness, it is good to forgive, and it's a command to forgive. And if you forgive, you do yourself a great favor by forgiving. In fact, so share the Lord's Prayer na Nyankopon de ma yen na in it no, or say, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. So if the condition is that if you don't forgive the trespasses of others and you stand before God praying, do you expect him to forgive you? Because even you yourself, you are also a sinner, or you may have done something against God. And the condition is you should forgive your neighbor before you are qualified to be forgiven by God. Or let me give you this example. Pope John II in 1981 was shot by Ahmed Akka in St. Francis. Papa suffer Nipino, a moon in shadow intel, or the brofo kakra, tree kakra, nti Messa and all the betchamin, brofone bema, now the action. Papa. Yes, so when he was shot by this notorious criminal, I mean, the guy was noted as a World Bank robber, a bank robber. But Pope John II forgave him. And the whole world was shocked that he went to the prison to visit him. The second example is Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was put in prison for 2 decades, almost 20-something years. When he came out and became the president, he invited the person who jailed him to his inaugural ceremony. And so you have to forgive, no matter the degree of the offense. And faho niya nipa na ye, ewo se utimi edi che nipa no. Boni bia ewo se odiche. Boni bia ewo se odiche. Papa, boni facha ewo awari. Se ebia wo yere afon ana ukunu afon. Aya wo yawo. Kwan ben so, ana sa wo yere ana ukunu fon wa. The family is a unit, or it's a kind of institution that forms the base of our society. So we should show great example in the family and also in the marriage context. What I mean is that so ukunu anasa oyere eyo bonia was so timidiche. And na nkolano so etimisia, something from that, So you, the father and mother, you are the role model for the children. So it's a must that no matter what the wife has done, the husband should be able to forgive. And no matter what the other person too has done, the other spouse should also forgive. Papa, yes. or the ayo. And now or draw would run in tea, what the ashe woman. Won't to mean Bisano. Once I won't say, what the bad channel, and I say, won't find channel.
Can you give me an example?
Yo, young funny say, Onu Kunu, and our yere, and ho. And they be a beti our 9 so. As I may see, Mel Kunu, Ewaha. Ukunu be fie wem bisano. Wedding enteta, Copem say, or chere, Ukunu. Ukuna be fie, Unya and Kabe bisano. And so I'll say, Mem bisano. Wafa Ukunu ho, menasepo. So,
Connoisseur and yet, I was so to me and in the casa. You see, when there are offenses in the home or in the marriage, the best way to solve some of the offenses in the home is to talk about it. You know, discuss the issue. Find out what are the causes or the reasons why the man cheated on you. Maybe you are not dressing well, or maybe you are not cooking for him on time. Those could be reasons. And then if he's able to open up to you and tells you, this is the reason, that is the reason, then you work on yourself. But you should also be able to, or you should be ready to let go, because you love the man and he's your husband. So you should forgive. Well, in our tradition, in our setting, it's sacrilege. It's a taboo. Obibeka said, "Dentina okase obana di oya." A taboo. Osha Bible more. Normally no. Also bafani kunechi. I used to Christ or Matthew chapter 19 says, the only time a man could divorce a wife is when she is unfaithful to the man. And they're quite serious. And I was say the family heads should come in to discuss it, because no man will allow the wife to be a meat for another man. It's quite serious. And the man beat me because their child there, but I was saying making sure says that forgiveness is proper forgiveness. Otherwise, in future, he might maybe do something to hurt the woman. So there's a need.
Now, Papa, and swing be da or do any boniface.
Yes, yes. The difference is that, you see, when I love you for who you are, okay? And so because I love you and you offend me, I am ready to let go of the offense you have. And I can say that because of my love for you, I let go of the offense, because the book of Sons of Solomon says that, you know, multitudes of water cannot quench love. And the multitudes of water stands for, when we say multitudes of water, we are talking about problems in life or problems in a relationship. You know, if the love is strong, there is no amount of problem that can destroy the love. Okay, so I think that love is key, but if I don't love you and you offend me, I'm looking for something to let you go. So I'll capitalize on that and let you go.
So that order and boniface.
Certainly.
Yo medofo ebia na woda iso ne se obeye sem training. School ba ko pe na assembly mekanfo e de ama. Axe Media Training Institute. Mpanyinfo wakasa bebu say aponkyere ne fi nsu ase be ka che se denchemawu a yenji na chinje. Me amete hey me Axe Media insano adwuma. It is assembly mekanfo Axe Media Training Institute e de mawode a e wo se ugidi. Axe Media won krabata mienu baako ewo ahojo nhyaye so. Wone Royal TV ene ewo efipam baako enso wo nkran Achemota ABC Junction wo ben Vodafone Abrosan no ena afi so wo Garura Bank Abrosan ne soro hwa Axe Media osibisa ne ye de bemawo ye say twie pin papa sofo na ya to aye nkomotwetwe no eso yo papa obi wo ho a obefom oni no onim se wa afom wo enso so obeba wo nchen say bia me nua bone amaye fa chem no orenye obi won so ofom wa oni nuhu nipa bi sa na wasa ode ne bone che no ana.
Well, there's this adage that says that if you pretend you are dead, we pretend to bury you. So in other words, when you know that what you are doing is wrong and you go ahead to do it, I will not mind you. So I think that our approach to such people is that we should ignore them, because he or she knows he's coming to curse you, or he or she knows that he's doing something to hurt you, or he or she has a reason of doing that. I will not bring myself to that level for you to facheno, but don't regard him. So why do you hold that person at heart? Or person ya dear best show facheno or say buma regarding no as that's how he is. Son or tear. Then
a Bible e ka fa boniface why so with?
Yes, the Bible says that for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. There is no single human being on earth that has not committed a sin against God. God is the first example. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. And whosoever believes in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. So God is a God that forgives. He looks at all the evils that we have committed, the sins that we have committed, and he's ready to forgive us. And so in the same way he's ready to forgive us, we too must also forgive those who wrong us.
Yo, Papa, boni bia na Nyankopon de che.
Yes, that one is a theological debate. It's going on the internet, where they say there's some sins they are pardonable and some sins are not pardonable. But I would say that God is ready to forgive every kind of sin, provided you, the one who committed the sin, acknowledge, tell God that you're sorry, and he should forgive you your sin. He's ready to forgive you. However, the unpardonable sin comes in here when your conscience is seared. We call it seared conscience. Oh yeah, bonena, unim se adia mi cry, bonne and found bit me did you be atem, bit me I now pebia now call. That one you may not be forgiven, because before you will be forgiven, there must be a confession. So if you don't confess your sin, you will not be forgiven your sin. Although God wants to forgive all sins.
Nti boni bia Nyankopon de che. Se unya nuhu ko ade a o de becho. Na impendodo sen na unua from where was what de che.
It's about, in fact, Peter was concerned about that, so he asked Jesus, how many times should I forgive my neighbor when he sins against me? Jesus said 70 times 7. When you do that calculation, it's about 490 times. And invariably, Jesus is trying to say that it's not possible for you to be counting the sin of your neighbor. Number one, you know. And you know that number of times the person sins against you should be in a day. Adiachia is another day, you understand? So it's not possible for, Jesus was trying to say that, hey, let go of the offenses of people. Don't even count it. Don't even think about it. Okay? So just let go of the offense. Don't keep it. Just let go.
Yo, Papa, Boniface, I will unsunsan so ya pomu.
Sometimes somebody has wronged you and the person is moving on in life, getting along. He doesn't even remember whether he has done something against you, and you are worried, you are bitter and concerned about ono krako or yeni bibi otiase. But wono insunsan so de bebra on say e betimi ama akoma yare. You know, anger. Yes, anger leaves some kind of bitterness, and it can make you sick. So it's good to let go of the offense so that you can be free. Medically, it's good for you to forgive. so that OBP and high, you'll not have hypertension. So let go of the offenses of people.
Bin so say, what for me? Mediacho. And so mean twin bang beam. Men are wearing casabium. And also Obeka Dengna.
Well, it depends on the personality type or another send a nipani subai etia. And what's a banisa? Obia yo bonia na so yam from so I was all the channel now we be nipano. But sometimes it's me the chair but you can forgive, but you don't forget what the person has done. And me know a sign of crano or you're suspect. I'm thinking about what you have done to me in the past, and I think you could do it again. So I'm careful this time. If I told you something and you went to tell my friend, this time I'll be careful what I tell you so that you don't go tell others.
Yes, I'm beton safro, that for France. Master so be share camera in Maame na fede what to Ghana fufu.
Yes, I want to advise all Ghanaians that offenses are part of life. A church member can offend a fellow church member. Even pastors offend their fellow pastors. And in the marriage context, you have a lot of problems with either your husband or your wife, perhaps your children. I want you to know that because it's part of life, you should be able to let go and then get along in life. And I think that since we are humans and we are fallible, we can just let go and forget about the wrongs of people and get along with them, and things will be all right, and for us to achieve whatever God has set for us to achieve.
Say you to yensa frɛ won obai medofo ɛha ɛna embre ɛbama yɛn kwan ma yɛde ɛnɛ Abrabopa dwumedi no nso aba ewiye mede na ase ɛma Ask Media Training Institute, Rich City Estate and Properties, A&A Driving School, ɛna A&A Travel and Tour. Ɛyɛ adwumakui adaworoma ɛna Maame Adwoa Kyerewaa Tuffour ɛnɛ nso menya kwanya abo ewura we film ɛnɛ wa Abrabopa dwumedi no wa besua ade ɛde afa boniface ho. Papa sɔfo say so bi from wa frɛ no na bisa no se betumi mpo a anka jai ma enka wa besua say boniface eso ɛwɔ mfaso pii ɛwɔ yɛn daadaa asetnem ɛha ɛna ɛnɛ yɛde dwumedi ni nyinaa ɛba ewiye se nyankopɔn amba yɛwɔ no dasene makraw.
Bring it on, bring it on.
Ask Media Training Institute, a radio and television practical school. Identity Emma wana opese waye adwuma e radio and television eso wana opese osua camera works, wana opese osua video editing. Enunti se wawie journalism school, anase college of education, polytechnic no wawie, anase university, enko senior high school no wawie, na ayiwani swade hunu se opese waye adwuma radio so anase TV so. Ask Media Training Institute ana mekanfo edi amawo o hostel edi ma ema ene and notify form ne ewo Royal TV officer ewo Kumase ahoju enhyaye so anase Royal TV officer ewo Enkran Achibota ene APC ene di enhwani mu omo oga Rural Bank na esro hwa ahomatofo so a obetumi afrɛ 0540102366. Ask Media Training Institute osi bisa near the bema.
Things in this town, can't you see?